Fontaine Lewis. I am a musician from Edmonton, Alberta. I do hip hop and various other things. Yeah, I'd say my hip hop is it's pretty much whatever I want to hear at the time. I kind of make what resonates most well with me. And I have a lot of different influences. Like I didn't start listening to hip hop until later in my teens, so I had a very large influence of like rock and punk and stuff like that. It doesn't really border the line into like rock rap because I've always thought that that's a little cheesy. But it's definitely, it has I do all my own production and I write all my own songs and I do all that mixing and everything like that. So I have full creative control, which kind of just allows me to go wild with whatever I feel at the time. So my music, it tends to sound different from song to song. It's still under the same umbrella as hip hop, but it's definitely a little bit more different than what I've heard at least before. My biggest challenge has just been getting it done. I think a lot of musicians and a lot of artists, anybody who has any sort of hobbies that they're not getting paid for, they tend to procrastinate and not want to do it, and then that causes them to not finish things. But it's been a struggle that I've had to overcome. When I released my EP, it was nice to have that done, and then it hasn't been a challenge anymore lately, just because it's been like I finished that first project and now it's just really easy to move on to other things. So now my biggest challenge is just getting people's attention, getting people to care. That's a big deal. My EP goes by the name of Tight Pants. It was my first project I've ever released. Ever actually released. I had done a few songs at studios before, but then this one I decided I wanted to do it all myself. It was 100% produced by me, mixed by me, mastered by someone else, because I think that's blasphemous to master your own mixing. And at the end of the day, it was just a big amalgamation of what I'm good at. There's a little bit on there for like the slow jams, a little bit on there for the aggressive rap fans, and there's just some weird sort of rappy, normal stuff that I love that I thought was really great to put on there as well. So it's 9 tracks of just me sort of, it sounds like screwing around, but like I tried really hard to make the screwing around sound really good. So Tight Pants, it was named Tight Pants because it was like pants that are tighter than normal pants. So like the skinny jean trend of the mid 2000s that is now has managed to become like a standard of now. That really changed my life. Like I was a really nerdy kid who just didn't like know anything about music or anything cool or anything like that. So I started wearing tighter pants because I wanted to sort of give myself a style because I thought skinny jeans were cool looking. And then I got it was early in the beginning of like when skinny jeans were a thing. So like I got a lot of ridicule and a lot of picked on by a lot of people, and like just a lot of people going like, why don't you wear normal pants that fit, all that kind of crap like that. But the thing is, I haven't turned back. I can't remember the last time I wore a pair of pants that weren't skinny. So like I love tight pants, and I think they changed who I am, and they gave me my own confidence in myself, and that's like where that EP name came from. The main ones that inspired me I'll do 2 sections. One that inspired me when I started were like Del the Funky Homo Sapien and like a lot of Halifax rappers actually. Like those were a big deal, like Word Burglar and Ghetto Socks, like and then all the LA guys like Gift of Gab and like a lot of LA rap really inspired me. I was into a lot of art rap and alternative and all that stuff, and that really got me into like, oh wow, I can make music that actually is kind of weird and cool, and like I think that would be really neat. But then as I got older and started seeing more influences, my biggest influences right now have been like Drake is a huge one. I feel like that's so everyone's influence is Drake these days. You find folk artists whose influence is Drake, but he's really transcended boundaries. I feel like that's really cool. And then like my biggest influences as of right now are like Post Malone and like Party Next Door and like Lost Boy Crow and like just Rationale is another one too. Just a lot of singers who like sort of have a background in hip hop, but like have decided to kind of make their own sound, and I really like that. I think Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Fucking love that show, man. The thing is, I don't like binge watch. I don't have time to binge watch, so I just like it's the only show I watch for like 2 weeks because I'll like watch an episode here and an episode there. But, yeah. Neither. Pets are stupid. Instagram's straight up better. It's got like the everything Snapchat has, plus it has like the ability to post things and really get your image out there. Like Instagram's a wonderful tool and entertainment. Snapchat's just straight up entertainment. There's no fucking tool there. I picked such a unique name that my search engine optimization is incredible. So just search Fontaine Lewis in Google and you'll find everything. But my Instagram is fontaine.lewis. My SoundCloud is fontaine_Lewis. My Twitter is Fontaine Lewis. My Facebook, just add me as a friend. I have a fan page, but it's got like 3 likes. So just add me as a friend and I'll talk to you.